EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Isaiah McGuire up for the stop. While we have a moment, why don't we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing, Flacco. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Here's Flacco to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. He'll be out of bounds. It's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll take this down to the 47. Jair Brown on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. Big time play by McCaffrey. 41 yards. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, 49ers. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. Forced to his right. And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll put Ayuk in motion. 3rd down. Purdy. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. His kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Flacco. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They run it once more with Judkins. Heelage forward for maybe a yard. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He's going to have a Browns first down by about a yard, so they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, Judkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Ready. Let's go now.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. That is caught, and the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Robinson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Kittle is the man in motion. McCaffrey. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Flacco. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Flacco. Off road, right side, taken by Njoku. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Purdy on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll air one out. That is up. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Flacco to throw. Open man is David Bell. Now it's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Flacco. Left side, he's got Njoku. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's Flacco to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jerome Ford. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A throw caught by Judy on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's a Browns first down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Browns.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A first down throw for Purdy. Going up top. That's hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 31, here's second down and 7. Here's Flacco. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. There's a screen set up for Judkins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Flacco. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And he finds some space, tackles after a gain of 7 on first down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Again, it's McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take it back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners. First down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Trying the left side. Here's Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Take it in at the 8. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. And in motion is Brown. Here's McCaffrey. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On the give, it's Robinson. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, right back to Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Throwing is Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. To throw, it's Purdy. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They need 2. Here's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop?
That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Flacco. That's out wide to Judkins. And good work defensively to slow him up before he could get free. He's ushered out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways. And they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To throw is Flacco. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll motion a tight end right. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Throwing, Flacco. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 2nd down, it's Judkins. He's got space inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This will be taken in at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. First and 10. Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, 49ers.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And He is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. Here comes 2nd down. Now Flacco. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get up and stop it here. The spike comes with 19 seconds to go. Here's Flacco. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. Well, that's just part of the game, unfortunately. You work hard to get yourself in position that you can tie it late with a field goal. But he just can't connect, and that's just a tough way to lose a game. There's no doubt about it.
Purdy down to a knee. And that should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking so right. It's so right.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.